Hello, this is my review of the Runsense watch, and today we will have a look at the heart rate monitor. So for this I have compared with the Fitbit, as the technology is pretty much the same. It uses optical sensor to measure the heart rate directly from the wrist. So I was wearing the Runsense on one wrist, the Fitbit on the other one, and I have to say I was expecting to have pretty much the same results from both devices. The first run I had with the Runsense was not very good for the heart rate. So as you can see at the top graph, the watch did lose my heart rate quite often, whereas the Fitbit kept a nice reading. So I decided to try again for another run, and this time I did tighten the watch much more. And you can see that this time it only dropped once, and the rest of the time looks quite nice. So this is like 35-40 minutes run. There is quite a big difference in the heart rate between the Runsense and the Fitbit. The Fitbit is pretty much flat, whereas the Runsense climbed quite a bit. And I have to say I would tend to believe the Runsense on this one, because I was struggling quite a lot at the end, as the loop I'm doing, it's uphill at the end, so I'm usually pushing much more towards the end of the run. So I suspect this is more accurate than the Fitbit. Today I tried something completely different. I didn't take the watches for a run, but for a spinning class. And it's a problem I already had with the Fitbit before. When you cycle, I don't know if it's the way you hold the handlebars, but the heart rate monitoring is always quite bad. And as you can see, both of them struggled quite a bit, but the Runsense seems to have kept kind of a better reading, so it's quite high at sometimes, which you would expect from a spinning class, whereas the Fitbit was all over the show and clearly was not measuring anything anymore. So I think if you manage to get the watch to actually be tight enough to your wrist, the Runsense is probably more accurate than the Fitbit. So my next review, I think I will spend a bit more time watching at the GPS built in the watch. Bye!